Hello, everybody. This is the appendix to week 17 about preempts. It has material that's a little bit more advanced than we often deal with, but I think it will be fun for everybody. So let me go ahead, share my screen, and there we go. So appendix to week 17, let me review examples of opening preempts, and the whole idea is make it hard for the opponents to bid with little risk to you. This is a weak hand, great six-card spade suit. You open two spades. Called a weak two. We don't need to worry about the terminology. Here's another hand, terrific club suit, very weak hand, but likely to take six tricks in a club contract. Go ahead and start by bidding three clubs with a seven-card suit, preempt at the three level, and with an eight-card suit, preempt at the four level. At some point much later, you'll refine these guidelines based on vulnerability, of you and of the opponents, and based on whether you're the dealer or whether the first person passed and you're the next person to bid, that's called second seat, or maybe it started pass and you're in what's called third seat. In third seat, after pass, not vol versus vol, I once opened three diamonds with this hand. I'm not sure I'd recommend it, but I figured the opponents were going to get into the bidding and make a harder spade contract, and so I just wanted to cause trouble. The 10% to remember slide, when do we preempt? When we have a good long suit, we have a weak hand, too weak to open at the one level, 5-ish to 10-ish high card points. I like to think of it as you have very little on defense because most of the high cards are concentrated in your suit. And because your suit's so long, the opponents won't have many of them. And if they're declaring, you won't take many tricks because they'll run out and start trumping them. So you can't take many tricks if they're declaring, but if you're declaring, you can take a ton of tricks because your suit is long and good. With a six-card suit, you start the bidding at the two level. Seven-card suit, you bid at the three level. Eight-card suit, you would make your first bid at the four level. Does this feel a little scary at first? Yes, but you'll find out in the long run, it's just wonderful. Don't preempt two clubs. Two clubs is the super strong opening bid. We'll talk about it in week 18 a little bit. A preempt can be an opening bid or it can be an overcall. The person on your right bids and you have a preemptive hand, go ahead and preempt. And when you preempt, don't bid again. Partner knows what you have. You have made partner the captain of the team. You don't know what's in partner's hand, but partner knows what's in your hand. So let partner make the decisions. You've already told your story to partner. And if partner opens, don't preempt partner. So at this point, we actually have a complete taxonomy of opening bids. They come in three flavors, exactly three flavors. No ifs, no ands, no buts. A normal opening bid, but limited in strength. One of a suit, very wide range, 12 to 21 points, high card points plus length. One no trump, 15 to 17 high card points balanced. Two no trump, 20 to 21 high card points balanced. Remember, if you're in between these two with 18 or 19 balanced high card points, open one of a suit and then jump to two no trump. This hand is in between a one no opener and a two no opener. The second kind of a bid is a preemptive bid, a weak two in diamonds, hearts, or spades, a six-card suit, or with longer suits, start at a higher level. You can take more tricks, you're more protected, you can cause more trouble for the opponents. And finally, the third kind of an opening bid is the two club bid, super strong opening bid. We'll talk about that a little bit next week. Very important and hard to get used to. You can't open at the two or three level to say, hey, partner, I've got regular opening strength, but the suit is really good. Because a bid can only mean one thing. And if we've agreed to use opening bids at the two or three or whatever level to say I'm weak with a long suit, you can't make that bid another time to convey a different message. If you have a hand with, say, regular opening strength, but a wonderful um, 6 card suit or 7 card suit, or you have a hand that's a little stronger than usual, you can't just open it at the 2 or 3 level. You just open one and you explain the rest. You explain the details of your hand with your forthcoming bids. If partner preempts, what do you do as responder? Usually you pass, even with a terrible fit. Partner knew the risks when she made the preempt. Anything you'll bid is likely to make things worse. If you have a weak hand, but you have support for partner's suit, you can consider what's called advancing the preempt by raising partner's suit. We'll look at an example of this. The idea is make it even harder on the opponents. And with a good hand, you have a fit for partner and you have strength, or you just have great strength, you'll figure out what to do. You'll raise to game, and we'll see in a minute, you want to be focused on tricks, not points. Or after partner's week 2, you can bid 2-no trump to ask about her hand. So I'll look at each of these examples. Partner preempts and you have a bad hand with no fit. Pass. Just pass. Don't worry about it. Partner's a big girl. She knew what she was doing. Suppose partner bids 2 spades and you've got this hand. Oh my gosh. You figure you're in a boatload of trouble, but you just pass. Maybe this is partner's hand. Partner's not going to do that badly in a 2-spade contract. She doesn't expect anything from you. You've actually given her a club trick, which is wonderful. And if you try to bid something, you bid 3 clubs, oy, 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 now we're really in trouble. Don't rescue partner. If partner preempted, she knew the risk she was taking, just pass. If you have a bad hand, but you've got a fit for partner, well, think about the whole idea of preempts. It's cause trouble for the opponents by bidding at a high level where you won't go down very much, so they can't penalize you very much. And maybe that's better if you go down than if they make their contract in their own suit. So you could consider what's called advancing the preempt. Opener bids 2 spades. You have this hand. Wow. You know that the opponents have the balance of the strength. You know they probably have a fit in hearts. Make life hard for them. Raise to 3 spades. Maybe this is partner's hand. Yeah, in 3 spades, you'll lose 1 spade trick, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll lose 6 or 7 tricks, but that's not so bad because they can make game in hearts. Maybe your bid makes it harder for them to find it. And if you have 4-card support instead of 3-card support, raise to the 4 level. What the heck? It's fun. Trust me, it's fun. If partner preempts and you have a strong hand, you can think about raising to game, but the important thing is to count tricks, not points. Let's look at an example. Partner opens 3 spades. They're promising a good 7-card suit, not much else. And you've got this hand. Okay, that's a pretty wonderful hand. Let's think about it for a minute. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tricks in this hand. Opener had a good 7-card spade suit. They can probably take 5 spade tricks. 5 in partner's hand, 5 in your hand. Sounds like you have 10 tricks. Go ahead and bid 4 spades. And if this was partner's hand, indeed, they'll lose 1 spade and 1 diamond. Looks like they're going to make 5 spades. A wonderful contract. 4 spades is going to make. Notice that 3-no trump is probably going down, and it's going down a lot. Why? Because you're never going to be able to get to partner's hand to take any spade tricks in a no-trump contract. There's a classic boo-boo that people make early in their bridge careers and then realize, oh, I'm not going to do that again. Partner opens 3 spades. You think, gosh, I only have 1 spade. We got all these high card points. I'll bid 3-no. Don't bid 3-no unless you're sure that you can run partner's suit. Unless you're sure you can benefit from partner's suit. The thing to remember is that your hand, these aces and kings, they help partner, but partner's hand is not helping you. Unless you maybe have ace and two small spades and you're sure that you can get over there. If partner opens a week two, you've actually got four choices of what to do. Usually you pass, even with a terrible fit. Remember, partner knew the risks, and anything you bid will probably make things worse. If you have a nice hand and you think you can make game based on what you know about partner's hand, it was a good description of her hand, right? She's pretty weak with a good six-card suit. Big game if you think you can make it, but count tricks, not high card points. And if you're weak, but you have a fit for partner, you can advance the preempt. Be more destructive to the opponents with three-card support raised to three, with four-card support raised to four. And now we're left with the fourth choice, which is really interesting. If you have a good hand, maybe 17 or more points, you can bid 2-no trump to ask opener for more information. It's a very common treatment that intermediate players use. With a poor hand, opener will rebid her suit. With a good week two hand, and remember, week two says I'm less than opening strength, I've got a good six-card suit, there's still a range there, right? Partner might have six spades, ace, king, and a side king. And that's a pretty good hand as opposed to, say, six spades, king, queen, and nothing else. So partner will tell you more about her hand. We'll look at some examples on the next page. You bid 2-no trump to ask partner for more information, and then based on what she says, you'll decide what to do. This is called the 2-no trump feature ask. There are other treatments of this bid. I think this one is pretty straightforward and pretty effective, so this is what I recommend. Opener bids two spades. You've got a pretty nice hand. Partner has a good six-card spade suit. You're going to take five or six spade tricks. I count one, two, if any of these finesses work, if two of these three finesses work, it's one, two, three, four more tricks. You've got a shot at making game. Now, if partner has a cruddy week two, you have no chance. But what you can do is you can bid 2-no trump to ask. Maybe this is partner's hand. Partner says, oh, responder wanted to know, how good is my week two? And the answer is, it's pretty good. I got a nice six-card spade suit. I've got an ace on the side. I'll bid three hearts to tell partner, I've got a decent hand, pretty good week two, and I have a feature in hearts. Now you look at your hand and you think, wow, we've got five spade tricks. Partner just told me she has the ace of hearts. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. If either of these finesses work, I'm up to 10 tricks. You go ahead and bid four spades. It's a great contract. You couldn't jump there immediately, but you can ask partner for information with the 2-no trump feature ask. Or maybe with the same hand, you bid 2-no trump. This time partner's got a poor week two. Partner just bids three spades saying, sorry, I told you what I have already. And you pass and think, gosh, I hope we make our contract. But it was worth a try because if partner had a little bit better hand, we might make game. How often do these different responses occur? I have no idea. I have no quantification. This is my wild guess. 3/4 of the time you pass. Some fraction of the time you advance the preempt. You've got a fit, but a pretty weak hand, and you just want to cause trouble. Maybe 5% of the time, I don't know, you bid game. And some fraction of the time you bid the 2-no trump feature ask over partner's week two opener. I'm not going to read through this, but it's in the presentation. So when you download it, you can take a look. This is a summary of all the things that responder might do. So I appreciate your interest in watching this presentation. and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.